Okay, the last topic was actually I have to start the properties of regular languages. Okay, and in the previous class we have completed regular expression to diagram, diagram to expression. And do you have the previous gate questions with you? Any previous question bank from various institutes like Made Easy? Hello, do you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, do you have any previous gate questions?
No, sir.
Okay. I'll provide you. I'll send you the PDF of previous questions in WhatsApp group. Okay, from those we can do some questions. Okay, come to the topic. Properties of regular languages. Regular languages are closed under union, concatenation, intersection, subtraction, and division. Okay, what is the meaning of regular languages are closed under union? Means one second. Okay. Regular languages are closed under union. That means the union of two regular languages. Regular languages is also regular. That means if L1 and L2 are regular, that implies L1 union L2 is also regular. What does the meaning of this union? What is the meaning of union? Can anybody say? What is the meaning of L1 and L2? Suppose let L1 equal to A, AB, AA, BB, and L2 equal to B, BA, BB, AB, BAB. Suppose these are the strings. Then what will be L1 union L2? Okay. If L1 is regular and L2 is regular, then their union is also regular. What is the meaning of union? All the strings of L1 and L2 will be in L1 union L2. So what are the strings in L1? A, AB, AA, BB. And what are the strings in L2? B, BA, and BB. Already BB we have written in, that is also in L1, so you need not write. And AB, okay. So AB is not there, so we have to write AB and BAB. So what are the common strings here? I think only this. Okay, sorry, AB is there. AB is common. Okay, already we have written, so AB you need not write again. And BB, okay. So these are strings A, AB, AA, BB, and B, BA, and BAB. These are the strings. Okay, AB and BB. AB and BB. These are the common strings. Okay, what is the union of L1 and L2? Whatever in L1 and L2, all those will be in L1 union L2. So if L1, L2 are regular, then their union is also regular. Okay, next. We'll go to next one. Here, regular languages are closed under union, concatenation, and intersection. First, I'll tell you the intersection. What is the meaning of intersection? Okay, whatever in L1 and L2. Suppose if L1 and L2 are regular, then their intersection is also regular. If L1 and L2 are regular, then their intersection is also regular. What is the meaning of intersection? Whatever the common strings in L1 and L2, those all will be in L1 intersection L2. Here, what are the common strings in L1 and L2? L1 and L2 are having AB and BB. So L1 intersection L2 will be AB and BB. This is the intersection of these two languages. If L1 and L2 are regular, then their intersection is also regular. Okay, that is the meaning of intersection. Union means it will have all the strings of L1 and L2. Intersection means those are common in both languages. We take them only in intersection. Next, concatenation. Regular languages are closed under concatenation. That means if L1 and L2 are regular, then their concatenation is also regular. Concatenation, L1 followed by L2. That is the concatenation. We will see the example. Okay. Let us take L1 equal to A, AB. Okay, that's up. And L2 equal to B, BB, AA. Then L1 followed by L2 is the strings in L1 appending with strings in L2. Simply the strings in L1 followed by strings in L2. What are the strings in L1? A, comma, AB. No, L1, L2 is A followed by first string in L2 is B. Similarly, A followed by BB, A followed by AAA. So this A followed by B, BB followed by AA. So A followed by these. And similarly, next AB followed by B, AB followed by BB, AB followed by AA. So AB followed by B and AB followed by BB and AB followed by AA. These are the strings in L1, L2. And how many strings are here? 2. And how many strings are here? 3. And how many strings in L1, L2? there will be 2 into 3, 6 strings. So if L1 is having m elements and L2 is having n elements, then L1, L2 will have m into n elements. Okay. So anyhow, if L1, L2 are regular, then their concatenation is also regular. Okay. Next. So we have completed the union, intersection, and concatenation. Next, subtraction. Next one is subtraction. Union, concatenation, intersection, and done. Next, subtraction. If L1, L2 are regular, then their subtraction, that is L1 minus L2, is also regular. L1 minus L2 is also regular. What is L1 minus L2? L1 minus L2 is those in L1 but not in L2. L1 minus L2 is those in L1 but not in L2. This is L1 minus L2. Simply L1 minus L2 is L1 intersection L2 bar. L1 intersection L2 bar. Okay, do you understand? L1 minus L2 is L1 intersection L2 bar. So what is, so we'll see one example. Okay, is my voice audible to you? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll see one example. Suppose these are the strings in L1 and L2. Now what is L1 minus L2? L1 minus L2 is those in L1 but not in L2. A is in L1 but A is not in L2. First of all, find the common strings. AB is there, okay, and AA is not there. BB is there, okay. Now ABA. A is not in L2. AA is not in L2. ABA is not in L2, whereas AB and BB are in L2. So whatever the common strings we will remove from L1, whatever left, that is this A, double A and ABA, whatever left in L1, those are comes under L1 minus L2. So A, double A and ABA, this is L1 minus L2. Okay, just copy this one. We will subtract the common strings of L1, L2 from L1, and whatever left, those comes under L1 minus L2. Any doubt? Okay, next. So union, concatenation, intersection, subtraction done. Now division. You want to copy this? So L1 minus L2, we will consider only the strings of L1. We don't consider the strings of L2. See here B and BA VAB, these things we don't consider. Whatever common means L1, L2 is having common, that is AB is common, BB is common. Whatever common, we will delete them from L1 and remaining strings, whatever in L1 comes under L1 minus L2. Next. Division. Next one, division. This fifth point. Division. What is division? Okay. Take this left quotient, L1 by L2. L1 by L2 is X. Copy this one, X such that XY belongs to L1 and Y belongs to L2. This means here in numerator we have in L1 and denominator we have L2. So in the numerator we will take a string from L1. Here XY is the string belongs to L1. Okay. In denominator, we will take a string from L2. Y is belongs to L2. This is Y. Okay. We will take a string in numerator from L1. We take a string in denominator from L2. Okay. If the denominator completely get cancelled, okay. If the denominator completely get cancelled with the suffix of the numerator. See here, from L1 we are taking XY. In denominator we are taking from L2 Y. So if denominator completely get cancelled with the this postfix, that is suffix, completely denominator should not be left. If it is get cancelled with suffix, then whatever left, what is left here? X is. So this X, whatever left is called, that is left quotient. Okay. So I'll write clearly. You just copy this one. When I tell you example, you will understand clearly. So in numerator, we will take a string from L1. In denominator, we will take a string from L2. Denominator should be cancelled with the postfix of the numerator. Then what is left? X. That is called L1 by L2. Okay. We will see one example. Okay. Let L1 is 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1 and 1, 1. Let L2 is 0. You can see this one. And 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1. Let L1 and L2 can be anything. Okay. For example, I took something is L1, something is L2. L1 and L2 can be anything. Okay. Now what is L1, L2? Okay. Here, the first string in L1 is 0. And the first string in L2 is also 0. 0 by 0. Don't say undefined. Here 0 and 0 are not the numbers here. Here these are the strings. If 0 and 0 cancel, there will be epsilon. Like in decimal representation, x by x is 1, 10 by 10 is 1, like that. 0 by 0 is epsilon. Next. Here I am fixing the denominator. First I will take all the strings of L1 by denominator. So first 0, 1, 0 by 0 epsilon, 0, 1 by 0. We are, don't cancel this 0 and this 0. We are doing the left quotient. Okay. And 1, 0, 1 by 0. Okay. Don't do the like this. It is not correct. Okay. Next, 1 by 0. Nothing will be. So whatever possible. Here, this is not possible. The third one is not possible. Fourth one is not possible. Just leave it. And now, take. So this is done. And take the next 0 by 1. 0 by 1 is nothing. And 0, 1 by 1. Yes, this one and this one will be cancelled. So 0 will be left. This 0 will be left. I have taken that. Next. 1, 0, 1 by 1, 0, 1 by 1. This one and this one will be cancelled. Then what is left here? 1, 0. 1, 0. Next. 1, 1 by 1. So this one and this one will be cancelled. 1 will be left. Okay. Next. So this is also done. Next 0, 0. So this 0 by 0. 0 by 0. This 0 and this 0 will cancel. But in denominator, this 0 is remaining. So nothing should be left in the denominator. Denominator must be cancelled completely. Nothing should be left in the denominator. Okay. So 0 by 0. Here this 0 and this 0 cancel, but here this 0 is remaining. So we should not take anything from this. And next 0, 1 by 0. Nothing. 1, 0, 1 by 0. We cannot get cancelled. Okay. We can't do any cancellation. And 1, 1 by 0. Nothing. Next 0, 1 by 1. Next 0, 1 by 1, 1, 0. This 0 cancel, but 1, 1 will be remaining. Like next, like that. This 0, 1 by 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1 by 1, 1, 0, 1, 1 by 1, 1, 0. And with this, here after that, you don't get anything. So take the last one, 0 by 0, 1, 0. I'm taking 0 by 0, 1, 0. This 0, 0 cancel and 0, 1 will be remaining. And similarly, 0, 1 by 0, 1, 0. Nothing. Here also nothing. 1, 0, 1 by 0, 1, 0. Nothing. 1, 1 by 0, 1, 0. Nothing. So what are the possible strings we can get L1 by L2? Whatever the possible division you can do with L1, L2, those strings only we will take. Example, this one, 0, 0. 0 by 0. We got epsilon. And next, this 0, 1 by 1. We got 0. And 1, 0, 1 by 1. We got 1, 0. And 1, 1 by 1. We got 1. So only this. Whereas the rest we didn't consider. You understand? Guys, do you understand? Any doubt? You just ask me. Hello?
Understand, sir.
Did you all copy this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then we will go for right quotient. Right quotient. Okay. Copy this one. L1 by L2 is X such that Yx belongs to L1 and Y belongs to L. Here, in numerator, L1 is there and denominator L2 is there. Means, in numerator, take a string from L1. Here, Yx I am taking. And in denominator, take a string from L2. I took Y. If the denominator completely get cancelled with the prefix of the numerator, then what is remaining? X. So whatever is remaining, that is called right quotient. Okay, copy this. We see one example for this. Done? Okay. For any two languages, L1 by L2, the left quotient and right quotient need not be the same. Sometimes may be same, but need not be same every time. Okay. If you take two languages L1 and L2, if you can find the left quotient and right quotient, they may be same, may not be same. Okay. They will be same, equal, rarely. Okay. For the same languages, we will find the right quotient. This is left quotient. This is left quotient. Now we do right quotient. L1 by L2. Okay. 0 by first string in L1 is 0. And first string in L2 0. 0 by 0. Complete can cancel epsilon. Next 0, 1 by 0. This 0 can cancel, 1 will be left. Next 1 0 1 by 0. We can't do any cancellation. And 1 1 by 0. This also we cannot do anything. Next. So first string is over. Next second string from L2 is 1. 0 by 1, nothing. 0 1 by 1, nothing. And 1 0 1 by 1. Yes, this one get cancelled. You will get 0 1. So 0 1. Then 1 1 by 1. So this and this get cancelled. 1 will be left. So already we have 1 here. Okay, this one. Next, leave it. Okay, this is done. Next one, 0 by double 0. 0 by double 0. You cannot get anything because in the denominator 0 will be left. Okay, I'm doing here 0 by double 0. Even though this is cancelled, here 0 will be left. And next 0 1 by double 0. So 1 0 1 by double 0 and 1 1 by double 0. Similarly 0 by 1 1 0, 0 1 by 1 1 0. Okay, next 1 0 1 by 1 1 0 and 1 1 by 1 1 0. And similarly with last string 0 1 0 also, you don't get anything. These are the only strings in L1 by L2 using the right quotient. This is the right quotient. Okay, sometimes I may do mistakes. Okay, but concept I never told you wrong. So you know what is right quotient, left quotient. So in this calculation, you just see whether I am doing any mistakes or not. Okay.
So there one will also come now for last one by one.
Yes, already we have one. This here we have one.
Okay, okay.
Here we have one. They were this part. This part one, na? So that one already I wrote here. So in set format a comma a comma a, we don't write a comma. See example here a comma a b comma a, we never write like this. Already a we wrote here, na? Then we don't repeat the same element again and again. Already one yes, second time also we are getting here, but already we wrote the one. That is the reason I didn't write again.
Okay, sir.
Left quotient and right quotient are not same. Did you observe? Left quotient is epsilon 0 1 0 and 1, and right quotient is epsilon 1 and 0 1. We go to next one. So, okay, so division also completed. Union, concatenation, intersection, subtraction, and division. These 5 completed. We'll go to next one. Copy this one. Regular languages are closed under first point, cleans closure. Second, positive closure, CLOSURE. Cleans, KLEENS, closure. Next, positive closure. Third one, complement. Fourth one, reversal. Fifth, homomorphism. Sixth, inverse homomorphism. And seventh, prefix and suffix. Okay. to see the what is Kleene closure. Did you all copy this all?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Kleene closure. If L is regular, that means L star is also regular. If L is regular, that means L star is also regular. What is L star? L star is L power 0, L power 1, L power 2, L power 3, L power 4, L power 5, so on. Okay. If L is regular, then L star is also regular. What is L power 0? L power 0 is epsilon. And you know very well, epsilon is regular. Why epsilon is regular? Because we can construct okay. Here L power 0. L power 0 is epsilon. Epsilon is regular because we can accept epsilon by making initial as final. L power 1 is L. Next, L square. What is L square? L square is L followed by L. Here already we have taken that L is given that L is regular. So L is regular and this L is regular. So these are the two languages. This is concatenation, L followed by L. Already I told you concatenation of two regular languages is also regular. Means if two languages are regular, then their concatenation is also regular. So if this L is regular and this L is regular, it is concatenation. Means this result is also will be regular. That is L square is regular. Next, L cube. What is L cube? It is either L followed by L square or L square followed by L. Here L is regular given that L is regular, and L square is also regular because from this one, okay, and this is regular, their concatenation, which is L cube, is also regular. Similarly, this is regular. And what is L power 4? L power 4 can be L followed by L cube or L cube followed by L or L square followed by L square, like that. These are all regular, therefore L4 is also regular. Okay, so simply if a language is regular, then L star is also be regular. Okay, next we'll go to next point. Positive closure. The difference between L star and L plus. In L plus, we don't take L power 0, this one. We don't take this one. Okay, in L plus, it starts from L power 1, L power 2, L power 3, L power 4. Already you know that L power 1 and L power 2, L power 3, these are regular. So this is positive closure. Next, the second point. So what are the points I gave you here? Kleene closure, positive closure, then complement. Okay. Already I told you what is complement of an automata. Can anybody say what is the complement of an automata? Hello? Can anybody say the complement of an automata? Hello?
Final states become non-final become non-final.
That's it. Anything else? That is the only one, or anything else? Mister?
Final states become non-final and non-final states become final.
Yes. Interchanging final and non-final. Okay, the complement of a given automata will be formed. Means whatever the automata is given, we make all the non-final as final and all final as non-final. Then the complement of an automata will be formed. Okay, that you know what is the complement of an automata. Here I'll tell you what is the complement of a language. Okay, what is the complement of a language? if L is regular, here according to the property, if L is regular, then its complement L bar is also regular. Here complement L bar is also regular. Now, what is the meaning of the complement? Okay, sigma, let sigma is a comma b. Here I gave you sigma is a comma b. What is sigma? Set of inputs. The set of inputs can be anything. Here sigma, here I took it as a comma b. Then if sigma is a comma b, then what are the possible strings we can write over sigma? Are you following? If the inputs are a and b, then what are the possible strings we can write over sigma? We can write epsilon a square, a cube, a power 4, a power 5, a power 6, so on infinite, and b square, b cube, b power 4, b power 5, b power 6, so on infinite, and any combination of a and b. Suppose the first symbol can be a or b, second symbol can be a or b or b or b or b of length 0 to of any length. So these all comes under sigma star simply. So if the inputs are a and b, the possible strings we can write over sigma are epsilon a square, so on only s, b square, b cube, so on only b's, or any combination of a and b. We cannot write all of them, so simply we represent as sigma star. Do you understand? Sigma star means the set of all possible strings that can be written using a comma b. Now I am taking a language L, a power m, b power. You can see here. Let L equal to a power m, b power m. Here L is defined over a comma b. In this language, the inputs are a and b, and it is defined as a power m, b power n, where m comma n greater than 0. Here the powers are different. No relation. Here also no relation. So when there is no relation, that language is regular. This concept we have already seen, okay, long back. Now here, what is the meaning of this L? A power m, b power n, m greater than and n greater than 0. Okay, here this language means one or more a's followed by one or more b's. The strings in this language L will be one or more a's followed by one or more b's. Now, what are the possible strings we can write? What are the all the possible strings we can write over sigma? That is sigma star. Now this is L. Then what is the complement of L? What is the complement of L? That is L bar. L bar is whatever the strings in L, we subtract from all possible strings. What are the all possible strings? The all possible strings is sigma star. From sigma star, if you delete all these strings, whatever left, they comes under L bar. So whatever in L will not be in L bar. Whatever in L bar means the complement of L, they will not be in L. So okay, you understand? So copy this one. L bar is sigma star minus L simply. Let sigma equal to a comma b. Then the set of all possible strings that can be written is sigma star. Let L equal to this regular. Then L bar means the complement of L bar is from all possible strings. If we delete L, the strings in L, then whatever the left is called complement of L. Okay, copy this one. Done? Hello? Completed? Any doubt? Any doubt? Okay.
No, sir.
Reversal operation. Okay, these are the, we have done cleans closure, positive closure, complement. Now reversal operation. Okay, just hold on. Today I forgot the mouse. Okay, look at this automata. Now tell me, what are the strings accepted by this automata? Are you following? What are the strings accepted by this automata? Guys, hello. If this is the automata, then what are the strings accepted by this automata?
A, B, B.
From initial, if we go to the final, see, from initial A, B, B. So A, B, B will be accepted. And next one, A, B, A. Yes or no? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. A, B, A. Now tell me, what is the reverse of ABB? What is the reverse of
BBA.
ABB? BBA. And what is the reverse of ABAA? What is the reverse of ABAA?
Double A, B.
Double A, reverse ABA. See, here the property is, if L is regular, implies its reverse is also regular. This is the property. Example, tell me, L equal to A power M, B power N, M comma N greater than 0. Is this regular or not? Hello, tell me,
Yes.
is this regular or not? Yes, because no relation, always regular. Now, here what is this language? This language is any number of A's followed by any number of B's. Simply, or one or more A's followed by one or more B's. Simply, it is A's followed by B's and no relation. A's and B's can be equal, unequal. Okay. Here, what is the reverse of this language? Here, L is A's followed by B's, then its reverse is B's followed by A's. So, that is the reason B power I, A power J, where I comma J greater than 0. Now tell me, is this regular or not? Yes, powers are different, no relation. So this is also regular. That is the property. Okay. The regular languages are closed under reversal. Now you know what is the reverse of language. In this here, in the previous case, here also I wrote, if L is A power M, B power N, and M comma N greater than 0, this is regular. and its reverse is this one. This is also regular. And now in the previous property, that is complement, if L is regular, L its complement is also regular. And if L is a power m b power n, then what is its complement? Sigma star minus L. This is the meaning of the complement of a language. And here, what is the meaning of this complement? Sorry, reverse. If L is a power m b power n, then its reverse is b power n a power a. This is so you know what is the reverse and what is the complement. And similarly, you know what is the complement of an automata. Complement of an automata is by interchanging final and non-final. Now we see what is the reverse of an automata. The reverse of an automata. Now look at this one. A, B, B. The strings accepted by this machine are A, B, B is one, and the other one is A, B, double A. Now, what is the reverse of A, B, B? Simply B, B, A. What is the reverse of A, B, A, double A? It is double A, B, A. So simply first, guys, you copy this one. First, you copy this. Hello? This, you copy this part first. This part. Whichever I have selected, you copy that. Take the heading reverse of an automata. Reverse of an automata. After that, if L is regular, implies L power R is also regular. Then take the example. Let L equal to A power M, B power N, M comma N greater than 0. E is regular. Just you write E is regular. E is regular. Next, L power R, B power I, A power J, where I comma J greater than 0 is also regular. Just you copy this part first. Done? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Guys, copied. Okay. I'm deleting. Now, we see what is the reverse of an automata. This is the automata which can accept ABB and ABAA. Now, we want the reverse of this automata. Now, take the heading, reverse of an automata. Reverse of an automata. Okay. Now, take the notes. By interchanging initial and final states, take the notes. By interchanging initial and final states, okay, continue, and by changing the directions of arrows, by changing the directions of the arrows, the reverse of an automata will be formed. The reverse of an automata will be formed. Okay. Now, here, whatever the initial, here we have only one initial state. We'll make this initial as final state. We have this initial will be final, and we have these two final states. These two final states will become initial. So interchange the initial and final. So first I will complete that. So this initial will become final. So I am making that initial as final. Next. And make this final as initial. These two. These two finally will become initial. No, okay. And the first part is completed. Interchange initial and final. So I made the initial as final and final as initial. Now change the directions of the arrows. Don't change the labels. Whatever these directions. So this is towards this now. So we will change this direction as this side. And we change the every direction. Now here, whatever the direction, just we will reverse. Okay, so make this reverse. Now look at this initial. From initial, what is the string here? BBA, which is this one. And from initial, what is the string? ABA, this one. Okay, so this is the way of finding the reverse of an automata. In this automata, how many initial states do you find? Hello, how many initial states are here? 2 initial states.
2.
A1, I told you, an automata may have more than 1 initial states also. Okay, so this is the example for that. Copy this one and copy this diagram, then copy this L power R. This one. Already you copied L, na? Did you copy the previous diagram? Hello? Did you all copy the previous diagram?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the previous diagram is this one. A, B, B. This is the final state and this is the initial. This is for A and this is for B and this is for B. And A, B, double A. This is the original diagram. And reverse of this one is this automata. And for this is the language. And for this is the language. Okay, guys.